Libra, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for your current energies. My apologies for being a little late. It's been quite a week. I've had some sudden emergencies come up and, you know, life just happens. But anyway, here I am. We're going to do a reading for the next 7 to 10 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Libras. Grateful, thankful for each and every one of you. Listen, if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel, and I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So let's see how you can help me make that happen. All right, Libra, first card up for you, Emperor reverse, somebody being very difficult. All right, we have the Emperor. This could be, you know, father figure. It could be somebody who's in charge, you know, maybe it's your boss, you know, but anyway, I feel as if you're really struggling trying to figure out what to do with them. Whoever this person is, you know, because they have a lot of, you know, presence. I put it that way. So like when this Emperor, you know, says, I want dinner, you know, the whole neighborhood knows that he wants dinner. I mean, he makes it known what he wants and when he wants it. Very controlling. You know, almost to the point where, you know, you could start to say narcissistic. I mean, this is somebody who, you know, when you walk in, it's all about everything they want. It's like, you know, and the only person that's happy when we're around this energy is him, right? You're not. Anyway, with the Hermit crossing it, I'm just feeling like, Libra, you're trying to figure out what are you going to do with this? Like, how do I deal with, you know, my dad? How do I deal with my boss? How do I deal with this person that is really becoming very, very difficult? So there's that I'm picking up. You know, here we have the Moon card coming in reverse. I know you need to do something. Okay, you can't keep going like this. You can't, yeah, you know, it's just like this isn't working for you, right? Definitely not. Two of Swords here at the base of what's going on. You know what you need to do. You need to make a decision, and you know what you need to say, and you know what the decision is in order to get away from this energy. It's a matter of making it, right? Because the Moon card, this is deep, right? So when we have these deep energies and these deep feelings, and we know, you know, and it's like you can't start to like suppress them. So whatever this person is doing to trigger you, I think it's bringing up these emotions of like, oh my God, I got to do something. I can't do this, you know, and I just can't continue. So yeah, the confusion I think comes in the delivery of what you have to do. Not that you don't, because look, she doesn't have a blindfold on, you know, the confusion is I don't want to have to do what I'm about to do, you know, but the Hermit's like, you gotta do what's good for you. I mean, this is about your light. I mean, you know, you are the Hermit. You are the one that has been through it. It's your experience. It's your world. It's your life. You know what's good for you. And you know that whatever this Emperor is asking of you isn't working. You know, this just doesn't, it's leaving you a little unsettled. And we have the Judgment card coming in here reversed. So, you know, I think, you know, and here's that troubled energy here with the Six of Swords. And it's like, you know, it's like it's probably getting harder and harder, you know, because this is one of these people, you know, they have demands. You meet those demands, they're going to give you more demands. But on those demands, they're going to be even more difficult than the demands you got from before. And then it's going to go on and on and on. I mean, it never ends with this person. So I see that the trouble between you and this person is going to continue until you finally make this decision that you know that you want to make, right? Wheel of Fortune coming in. See, this Wheel of Fortune has a monkey, you know, with a blindfold on it. So, look, you know what you need to do, right? You know what you need to do. It's not going to be easy. Nobody's going to be happy. This person isn't going to be happy. But if you want your world to turn around and you want things to move in a different direction, you got to nip this in the bud, you know. This person cannot have control over you. Judgment card. You have tried to make this work. You have tried to make this, you know, something that was going to, you know, be successful. You have tried to please this person, right? If this is a relationship, okay, because I'm feeling like this, there could be, you know, this could be around two people, right? I've got a King of Wands, I've got an Emperor, And I'm just wondering, you know, the King of Wands is kind of like a player type of energy. This is somebody who doesn't like to be tied down and told what to do. You know, and if you're feeling like that, like, you know, this person isn't giving you the freedom for you to be able to do what you like to do, and they're tying you down, I think you need to look at that. Because it's like they change you. And I don't think you like how they change you. So if you're with this person, okay, and like I mentioned player, and here we have the Three of Swords. Somebody cheated on somebody, or somebody is cheating on somebody, or somebody is doing whatever they want to do, and the other person is, you know, the one that's, you know, getting, you know, stuck with the results of all of that, the consequences, you know, where they don't feel good. And I think, you know, the trouble is here is that, you know, we know what the other person is like, all right? Whether you are the player, the emperor, we know how each other is. Because we've tried to fix it. We tried to make it work. It's not working. At the end of the day, we have the Three of Swords coming in as a final outcome. If we continue together to try to make this work, you demanding of me trying to, you know, run away from your demands, you know, causing me to do things that, you know, behind your back, because I get that feeling. It's just like, well, you know, this person thinks that they have all this control over me, then I'm going to take off and, you know, they're just not going to find out what I'm really doing, you know. So I feel like there's this sneaking around that's also going on. And with the Three of Swords coming up, I mean, there's something else happening here. And then we have the Six of Wands also coming in upside down. Look, things aren't good, all right? Whatever it is that's going on, it's not healthy. It's not healthy because neither one of you guys are coming from a grounded perspective. And what's end up happening, everybody's getting hurt. And you know, you just need to like cut the cord. I mean, when we have the Two of Swords, we have to cut something out. Do we cut this person out? Says the Hermit. I don't know. What is it that we need to cut out? Do I need to cut out this way of being? You know, at the end of the day, I just feel as if, you know, this relationship, this connection that you have with this person, it's not even worth it. Two of Pentacles. I mean, you're hanging on to something and trying to make something work, but at the end of the day, we have the Ace of Wands coming in reverse. I just don't feel like you're ever going to be fulfilled in this connection because the demands of each other are so high. The Emperor, his demands, you'll never be able to please this person. They're going to have you on a short leash. The King of Wands, the other side of the coin here, you know, this is somebody that just, you know, they're very charming, they're beautiful, you know, I mean, people love to be them, they like to be the, you know, the life of the party, you know, and I feel as if some of that might have been, you know, kind of dimmed being with this person. And at the end of the day, is it really worth it? I mean, here we have the Two of Swords reversed. We got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles says you can't pretend anymore, right? And that's what the Moon card says. Your feelings and your emotions are starting to override what you feel like you can, you know, get away with. All right, so here, Four of Cups, this unsettled energy around this relationship. I think you're really starting to look at what you really want to do. And in the meantime, while this is all going on, I feel like the continued, you know, cheating, lying, control, all of that is going to continue until you cut it out. So it's up to you. You know, you've got to make these decisions. You can't pretend anymore. If you want this to end, you know, you got to end it. And if you end it, the Wheel of Fortune says things will be all right. But you are so afraid of what comes if you end this. It's almost as if you were attached to the energy that the two of you have, you know. It's just like, good or bad, the attention is there and there's always something going on. You're not in your own space dealing with yourself, you know. But here with, the, you know, the Wheel of Fortune coming in, that monkey up there, I mean, I think you are more afraid of, you know, not being with this person than being with this person. And I think that's why you've given it this much, you know. But the Judgment says, I think, you know, this time, because you can't hide these feelings anymore. You can't really hide how you really feel. I think this time there's going to be a shift and there will be a change. Because Four of Cups says, you know, look, he's sitting here, you know, in meditation, looking at that cup in front of him, you know, and, you know, the Three Cups behind him was, you know, when life was really, really good. Now I'm with this person. Is this really what I want? Anyway, this is what I've got for you this week, Libra. All right, so please just take what works, see what doesn't. If it resonated, great. And if it didn't, that's okay. all right? We all know who we are in the story. Check your other signs for a message there, and I will see you at another reading. Until then, be happy, be healthy, be kind, all right? I'll see you later. Bye.